Good evening to all.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Will not take 1.5 hour. In 1 hour, you will be free. Few questions we can see. Yes. So we have discussed the circular trajectory. Up to circular trajectory we discussed. Understood everyone up to circular trajectory?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Only
Yes, sir.
notes. For exam, only notes enough. Notes you read what told you, what discussed, that is enough. Okay. If you exercise 10 questions are given, 10-20 questions that you can see once if you get time before your exam, FT exam. So hope that Sarubala will mute. Circular trajectory told and straight path told, है ना? Circular path and this. Now third trajectory is what? See, if theta 0 and theta 180, then which trajectory? Tell me.
Straight line.
Straight
path. Straight line.
Okay, straight path. Very good. If theta 90, then which trajectory? If theta 90.
Circular path.
circular.
Now, other than these three angles, 0, 180 and 90, because 0, 180 is straight line, 90 means for circular. If other than these three angles, any other angle is there, 30 degree, 40 degree, 50 degree, 60 degree, 70 degree, 80 degree, 120 degree, 150 degree, any angle, 240 degree, any other angular. Other than this, other than these angles here, if by any angle, if charge particle projected, then the path will be what? Helical path. Helical means, see, helical or helix. Helical path means it is a combination of circular and straight. You all have seen spring you all have seen, or in telephone landliner in wire, that it is stretchable. So you see that circular also there, and it has length also or not? Have you seen everyone? Hello, that spring is okay. So that is we called helical. That also you will study later on. That is solenoid we called in that electrical that in magnetic analogy terms we call that solenoid. Shape of the shape will be like solenoid shape. Okay. So here that third trajectory we are going to discuss, that helical trajectory or helical path. Okay. So write down third one is helical path. Helical path. Helical path means if angle between velocity and magnetic field is not equal to 0, 180 and 90. Any other angle, if theta not 0, 180 and 90, any other angle is there, then path will be what? Helical path. Okay, helical path. So if a charge particle projected with an angle theta such that theta not 0, 180, 90, any other angle, then it will follow the helical path here. Okay, its path will be helical. How this? Everybody see. Suppose I'm taking here, we having this is velocity vector here, or we say that this is magnetic field. Okay, angle between V and B should be theta, which is not 0, not 180, not 90. Suppose this is here velocity vector. Velocity vector. This angle is theta. Now you can see this theta is not 0, not 180, not 90. Any other acute angle, obtuse angle, any other not matter. Okay. Now what will happen? The path, the shape will be helical. How? Everybody tell me, can we break V in two component? Can we break V in two
Yes,
component? What is the component of V in the direction of magnetic field? Tell me.
B cos.
What is the component?
B cos
B cos
theta.
Very good. V cos. This V cos theta we called V parallel. V parallel. This is the notation. Okay. Tell me what is the component of V perpendicular direction? What is the component of V in this direction? V sin. This V sin theta we called V perpendicular. Now properly see everyone. This is very important one to understand. Once if you because it's straight and circular you understood, so now it is very easy. Now tell me, one velocity we have divided in two, means two components we have broken it. Tell me, V cos theta and B both are parallel or not? Yes or no? V cos theta and B both are
Yes,
parallel or
sir.
not? So what will happen? That V cos theta is parallel to B vector. So tell me, velocity and magnetic field are vector are parallel. Then which path they will provide here? Which
path.
what
Straight
will be
line.
the, you see V cos theta and B are parallel. So this will provide what? This will provide a straight path. Due to this trajectory will be straight path. Due to this trajectory will be straight path. But if I ask you now, what about V sin theta? Tell me. V sin theta and B. What is the angle between them? What is V sin theta and B?
90 degrees.
Tell me, V sin theta will provide what? V sin
Circular
theta will
path.
provide path.
Circular path.
Now tell me, both velocity present, both component are present in this in this velocity or not? Both component are present. Na? So see V cos theta telling to particle come straight, but V sin theta telling that no, move circular. So tell me the combined effect will be what? That straight and circular combined effect will come or not? Yes or no?
Yes,
Combined.
Yes, sir.
So this will happen here, that you have to understand what is helical. If anybody asks you, helical is a combination of straight and circular. Now you will say that, sir, here V cos theta straight line and V sin theta give that circular. Now combination, see everybody, if you combine this here, so this type of path you will get. This type of path means particle moving horizontal direction also, and particle moving horizontal direction also, and in circular path also. This is the helical path. This is the helical path, like this. If you draw from middle one, this is called the axis of the helix here. Axis of the helix. We have to understand this is the radius. This is radius here, radius. And you know radius, tell me radius, who will provide which velocity? V cos theta or V sin theta? Answer me. Radius.
V sin theta.
Tell me horizontal distance, who will provide? This is called
V cos theta.
B cos theta.
V cos theta.
this we called pitch. Pitch means it is horizontal, like you know, range is there in horizontal projectile. In helix we call this pitch. It is the horizontal distance in one full revolution. Acha, tell me only velocity two component is the remaining everything same charge particle, same magnetic field, same mass, BQM constant. So first you tell me, is time period will change here? First tell me, time period, frequency, omega, they depend on speed
No,
or
sir.
they depend, they not depend.
No,
They
no.
depend on what? They depend on B, Q and M. And B, Q, M same or not here also? Here also B, Q, M same. Na?
Yes,
Only
sir.
difference here that velocity has two components. Now radius will change. Why radius will change? Because you tell me here which velocity providing the circular motion. That which velocity?
V sin.
V sin.
V sin.
Here he is not providing circular motion. MV by BQ will not be the radius. Here V sin theta is providing the circular motion. So V will change to V sin theta. Here you know horizontal distance, who is providing pitch, who is providing here? V cos theta.
V cos
Okay. So these some terms here we will write here. This only concept here you have to understand that it is a combination of straight and circular. Now first important parameter here which we have to know, that is radius. So for radius everybody will see, for radius can I write here that centripetal force is equal to magnetic force, है ना? You know magnetic force will provide centripetal force. Tell me what is centripetal force right here? Which centripetal force will I tell me? Which velocity?
MV sin
Which velocity?
V sin theta.
Yeah.
Sin theta, sir.
mv sin
Divided by R.
divided by r is equal to what is magnetic force? Tell me. Magnetic force is what? BQ V sin theta or not? BQ V sin theta or not the magnetic force? अब angle between B and theta here, so BQ V sin theta. Now you see here that what will cancel? V sin theta cancel. What from this radius you will get? Can you tell me? Radius what you will get here? See, mv sin theta divided by what you will get? BQ. Or you can also write this in this way. Tell me V sin theta what I can write? Can I write V perpendicular? Can I write V perpendicular?
Yes, sir.
This is
sir.
here radius. So you can check also. Tell me if theta become 90. If theta become 90, then what value will get radius? If theta become 90, then tell me horizontal component will be 0 or not? Horizontal velocity will be 0 or not? Complete velocity will be vertical or not? If theta become 90, then trajectory will be circular or not? Yes or no? And if circular,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
radius will become how much? Theta you put 90. Sin 90 is 1. MV by BQ you will get. Okay. So if theta 90, MV by BQ, it will convert to circular. So in helical, if you put theta 90, it will be a circular. If theta you put 0, it will be a straight line. So from helical you can derive also. If you put theta 0, so you know that it will only be a straight line. Velocity will be parallel to magnetic field. So this is the first expression, that radius in helical trajectory are, that is mv sin theta by BQ. Second thing we have to know that time period frequency omega. Tell me all these same or not? Yes or no? Acha, pitch I will
Yes,
ask.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Listen everyone, what is pitch? Pitch is what? It is a horizontal distance traveled in one full rotation. So let me first write the time period frequency omega, because so omega, you remember omega we have discussed. Omega is BQ by m or not? Yes
Yes,
or no?
sir.
Omega by you take this V sin theta here, so you know V r omega you can write here. Here V will be V sin theta. So omega will not change because you know it is not dependent upon speed. Third thing, you tell me what about time period? Time period will remain same or not? Hello.
Yes, sir. Reminds me, sir.
2 pi by omega, which is 0, 2 pi m by BQ. Frequency will remain same or not? 1 by time period, which is what? BQ by 2 pi m. So these three terms will remain as it is because they not depend upon frequency here. Okay, remain same like in circular. Okay, independent from speed. Independent from speed. Third thing here, what is pitch? Listen everyone, this is important. Pitch. Pitch is what? It is the horizontal distance traveled by a particle in one full revolution or one full time period, one oscillation. Now tell me horizontal distance in one full revolution. So tell me for horizontal distance, which velocity is responsible here? For
V
horizontal-
cos theta. sir.
V cos.
V cos
Also,
theta.
See, pitch is defined as, pitch is that pitch, you know, it is distance equal to speed into time. Which is speed here? Parallel speed. Okay, speed which is velocity which is parallel to the magnetic field, that is responsible for horizontal in one time period. So speed into time is equal to distance. This V parallel will be what? V cos theta. And time period we calculated, that is 2 pi m by BQ. So this is your that pitch here. Okay, here we can write 2 pi m into V cos theta divided by BQ. This is the pitch. It is horizontal distance in one full revolution, that we will write. Now you tell me everyone, if suppose like this question once asked in exam, if suppose the length of the helix is given from here to here, suppose length of the helix is L. L is the length of the helix, and one pitch distance is P. One pitch distance is P. Tell me how many that pitches will form here? If L length is there and each pitch distance is
L by
P. How many?
L by
Very good. Yeah, number of pitches. Sometimes this also they ask. So you have to understand that number of pitches is equal to length of the helix divided by one pitch distance here. One pitch distance. Okay, this pitch distance notation is P. This L means length of the helix divided by pitch distance. One pitch distance here. Okay. Achha, last point one here. Tell me, if suppose all possible things telling you this type of 6 and 7 point you will not find, that is in JE and all they are asking here. Tell me, if I ask you that how much time particle will take to travel the L distance here. Suppose particle here, it has to cover the L distance here. How much time it will take? Can anybody tell me? L distance is there. It has to cover. How much time particle will take? L by
P into time period.
L by P into sine theta. No.
Into time.
sir V cos theta.
L by
cos
V
theta,
cos
na?
theta.
Yes, L by V. Distance divided by speed is the time or not? Tell me. Distance by speed is time, na?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Which velocity? Tell me, it has to cover L distance horizontally or vertically? It has to cover L distance horizontally.
Horizontal.
Which velocity is responsible? Which velocity is responsible for horizontal
V
distance?
cos theta.
So time to time to cover the L distance, time to cover the length of helix. Okay, helix this much, that L by V cos theta. So like this question here, you can get all maximum question you will find based on the either pitch or radius. Okay, note it down everyone. Understood everybody? Hello, how many of you understood? How many of you clear with this now? What is helix? It is nothing new. It is the combined form of that straight and circular. If helix they are, you have to know it is not straight and circular combined helix. Spring you can take example, that coil you can take example. All these are, length also there, and yeah, note it down. Helical path, which also we call helix. Mute everybody, mute. Completed up to equation 1?
Yes, sir.
Completed, sir.
1 minute.
Right. From these means till now, whatever the trajectory discussed, more number of questions in this chapter you'll find from these. Okay, and very easy this part you have seen that. Up to 4 completed.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Here one point you will write here pitch before starting this. After 4 write down pitch, write down it is the linear distance. It is the linear distance traveled by charge particle. It is the linear distance traveled by charge particle in one full revolution. In one full revolution or time period, or one time period. I repeat again, it is the linear distance traveled by charge particle in one full revolution or one time period. Okay. L is the length of the helix. This extra told you will not find any question in package based on this. Just if they ask any sometimes, in the series and all in final test series. Up to pitch, if you focus, it is enough. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is here. Clearer? Everybody clear with this? Completed?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So whenever velocity has two components, this keep in mind. If velocity complete horizontal and complete horizontal in the direction of magnetic field, only one component is there. Suppose velocity given 20 I cap, and magnetic field also given 5 I cap. Then tell me what is the trajectory? What is the trajectory if magnetic
Straight
field?
line.
Straight line. Okay. If velocity only in the direction of magnetic field and one direction. If velocity given 20 j cap, magnetic field 20 I cap. Tell me what is the trajectory? Circular. You see one perpendicular to the magnetic field. If suppose velocity they give 2 I cap plus 3 j cap and magnetic field 2 I cap. Tell me what is the trajectory?
Helical.
Velocity has two components. Very good. So if velocity has two components, you should understand that here this is the helical path here, because one component will straight and one will circular. Combinedly we will get like that question they will ask you in. If good question they frame in FT and all, I don't know whether you get or not, but in term AITS you can get like this question that velocity given V naught I cap. Magnetic field suppose given B vector is B naught I cap, and velocity given here V1 I cap plus V2 J cap, and they ask find. Now everything they will ask find first term, find the radius of the head. First they can ask find the trajectory. Which type of trajectory is there? Okay, find trajectory. Second, they can ask you find the radius of the trajectory. They can ask you find the pitch. They can ask you find the theta. All these they can ask here, and charge particle Q, mass M, magnetic field B not given everything. Okay, charge particle Q M they will give. Can you tell me here? Can you tell me here what is the trajectory? What is a trajectory? Trajectory is what? Answer
Heli-
helical. Two velocities given, so it will be helical trajectory. Yeah. Now tell me this V1. Compare this. This V1 is V cos theta or not? Yes or no?
V cos
V1
theta.
is horizontal
V cos
component.
theta.
This is V parallel. What is V2? V2 is V sin theta or
V
not?
sin theta.
V perpendicular.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me radius. Answer me. What is the radius formula? What is the radius formula?
M V perpendicular divided by
cos
BQ.
theta by BQ. When
MV
we sin theta by
perpendicular. Abey, here theta not given. Where cos theta given? In terms of B1, B2, you tell me. What is V perpendicular? What is V perpendicular?
V2.
MV1
V2, sir.
V2
So
by BQ.
MV2 divided by
MV2 by V.
you should know this. What is pitch? Tell me. What is pitch? Pitch is what?
V cos theta into 2 by B.
V parallel into
V1.
where V cos theta given, not given V1 is the V cos theta horizontal component into time period, which is 2 pi m divided by V. How you'll find theta? Tell me. How you'll find theta? This is
Tan
V
inverse
sin
of
theta.
V2 by
So you see, V sin theta is given here, that is V2, and V cos theta given V1. So you take the ratio, what you will get? Tan theta is equal to what? V2 by V1 So theta is what? The tan inverse of V2 by V. It is same like that projectile motion. How many of you understood this question? This is the maximum tough if they ask than this. Otherwise, formula based 30 degree they will give angle, they will ask 60 degree they will give and they will ask. So if you are able to solve this, means any other you will solve. You have to know if component given, just you write horizontal component as V cos theta or vertical component V sin theta over. You can find it, okay. So this is about the trajectory of the charged particle here. Straight, circular and helical, okay. More number of questions, FT also questions you will get from this only mainly, okay. So you have to little read notes, whatever notes giving you that read, and 10-20 questions package based on one trajectory based 2-3 question at least you can work out. Package it is given. Write down last the topic of that today's. Write down Lorentz force. Lorentz, Lorentz, Lorentz force. Lorentz, Lorentz force. Lorentz force. See this. What is Lorentz force? If a moving charge particle, moving charge. First, I will ask you a few questions here. Tell me, this is electric field, okay? Here, electric field is there, and charge particle Q at rest. Tell me, it will experience force or not? Yes or no? This charge particle is at
Yes,
rest. Will experience force
Yes,
or
sir.
not? Experience force, that Q into E. Very good. F equal to Q into E. Force rest means rest with respect to observer, okay? Acha. If charge particle moving, you tell me if charge particle has some velocity. If charge particle moving with some velocity u, then it will experience force or not? Then it will experience force
Yes,
or
sir.
not? It will experience
Yes,
force.
sir.
Same force it will experience. Now, if I talk about magnetic field, see the difference telling you in electric and magnetic field difference. Electric force act on charge particle, whether particle at rest or particle moving. Whether particle at rest or particle moving. Tell me, if this is the magnetic field and charge particle here Q is at rest with respect to observer. Tell me, it will experience magnetic force or not? This will experience magnetic force or not? Answer.
No,
It is
sir.
at rest with respect to observer. You see, it will not experience force. This is the difference. If they ask you that electric force and electric field, magnetic field, electric force, magnetic force, difference is what? Electric force act on charge particle, whether particle at rest or particle in motion. But magnetic force will not act on the charge particle if it is at rest with respect to observer. Tell me, if particle is moving with respect to observer with some velocity, it will experience force or not? It will experience
Yes,
force.
sir.
It will experience force.
Yes, sir.
This is the that main difference here. You should understand, if particle is in motion, then only with respect to observer, then only it will experience force. So electric force act on charged particle whether it is motion or is at rest. Magnetic force always will act on particle when it is in motion. Now this effect here that we can see in Lorentz force. Okay, everybody will see. If a moving charge particle, suppose somebody coming in road here a bike is there, and somebody coming with speed, and suppose here two villains are standing here, two villain villain are standing here. So you know what will happen? Its motion will be affected or not? This person motion will be affected or not? Either person will deviate here or may that cross with high speed, it may move here or it may return back also. Same happened for the charged particle also. If charged particle is moving and subjected to both electric and magnetic field simultaneously, electric field also be subjected and magnetic field also subjected, then you know particle is moving, so definitely it will experience magnetic force also, and particle electric force already experiencing here. So the net force will be what? The vector sum of electric and magnetic force. This net force we call the Lorentz force here. Net force we call Lorentz force. So here this we will see, if a charged particle Q is subjected, moving with velocity v, is subjected to, here electric field is there, we considering uniform electric field. Okay, uniform electric field here, this here electric field is there, and this is also subjected to magnetic field here. And this keep in mind, whenever electric and magnetic field are perpendicular to each other, then we call this, combinedly we call this cross field. Cross field means what? E and B are perpendicular. E and B perpendicular. So you can say one thing, that charged particle is in cross field, moving in cross field. Okay, so here you see that electric field also there, magnetic field also there, charged particle moving velocity. So charged particle will experience electric force, no doubt, that is Q into E vector. Charged particle will experience magnetic force, no doubt, that is Q into V cross B vector. Now net force I have to find in this charged particle. How to write? Tell me net force on the charged particle. Net force is what? Vector sum of electric and magnetic force. I can write here, you know, Q into E vector plus Q into V cross B vector. I can also write, you know, Q I can take common. I can write here what? E vector plus what I can write? V vector cross B vector. This is here that net force. And this net force here, what we call this net force? Net force has name what? This net force we call what? Lorentz force here. This we call Lorentz force. Lorentz force. Now you may think that this expression, how simple this. This is the more complicated. In entire chapter, that complicated question from this they will ask. Lorentz force. Velocity selector concept here in Lorentz force. Lorentz force has many applications in mass spectrometer to measure the mass, to you know, separate the charged particle which have heavier mass charged particle in one side, lighter mass charged particle on one side. Lorentz force has application in cyclotron. Cyclotron works on the principle of Lorentz force, that now removed from the NEET syllabus. Now it is not in NEET syllabus. Then J.J. Thomson used this Lorentz force concept here, and he calculated the charge by mass ratio of the particle. Charge by mass ratio of the particle. Okay, so that we will discuss. First first write down everyone. Few point write in this Lorentz force right now. When a moving charge particle, just keep in mind moving charge, not charge particle. Moving charge. If you only charge particle you write, then you know it may be at rest also. Write down when a moving charge particle is subjected. When a moving charge particle is subjected to both electric and magnetic field vector. When a moving charge particle is subjected to both electric and magnetic field vector, simultaneously when a moving charge particle subjected to both electric and magnetic field vectors simultaneously, then particle experience electric force as well as magnetic force. Particle experience electric force as well as magnetic force. Full stop.
Sir, can you repeat, sir?
Yeah, I repeat again. When a moving charge particle is subjected to both electric and magnetic field vectors simultaneously, then the charge particle experience electric force as well as magnetic force. Full stop. The net force on the charge particle, is a vector sum of electric and magnetic force. Net force on charge particle is a vector sum of electric and magnetic force. Net force on charge particle is a vector sum of electric and magnetic force, comma. This net force is called Lorentz force. Net force is called Lorentz force. Lorentz, Lorentz force. Note it down, this everybody. Clear, everybody? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Completed?
Yes.
Now?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So Lorentz force expression is very simple, and directly that Fe plus Fm is nothing but F net. That F net is Lorentz force. Now this has role here. This has main role in many places. Just see, everyone. We have written here net force is equal to Fe plus Fm Fe plus Fm, which is also Q E vector plus V cross B. Everybody will see this, okay? If I am writing that net force on charge particle 0, particle not experiencing net force here. Particle not experiencing net force. Try to understand. Don't write this. First, net force, we got this one. Now, I'm writing here that A part, when F net is equal to 0, net force on particle 0. First, you tell me net force 0, then what about net acceleration? What about net acceleration? I'm asking you.
0.
Net force divided by mass, net acceleration 0. Net acceleration 0 means what about the velocity of particle? Tell me. What about velocity of particle?
Constant, sir.
It means, I told you, one bike man is there, he's going to villain out there. He may move straight only without changing the direction. he may move with same speed also. So if net acceleration 0, net force 0, velocity constant, it means you tell me, is there any deflection or no deflection? Hello,
No deflection.
particle part v constant, it also implies straight line motion, a straight line, straight path. Or we can say, that particle passed or particle move without deflection, okay, undeflected, okay, no deflection or particle. All these meanings same. If suppose anywhere given that particle pass without deflection, undeflected, what is the condition of undeflected? Means net force should be 0, net acceleration should be 0, velocity should be constant. Now acha, here velocity constant, many will sometimes they will ask, sir, velocity can be 0 also. If already written that moving charge particle, we are talking about the Lorentz force for moving charge particle. If moving charge particle is not there, then net Lorentz force will not get, so condition, this keep in mind everybody, that velocity constant, particle moving with constant velocity. This, now you tell me everyone, how many ways I can make f net 0? How many ways we can make f net 0? All these meanings same here. Now tell me one by one, tell me everyone. This expression
Sir,
is
both magnetic
Neutral
field
particle.
and electric field.
first thing, one by one, okay. Charge 0. From here questions you'll get properly understand, how many ways we can make f net 0. One way, particle neutral. Suppose we having neutron, and neutron we subjected, neutron moving, and we subjected electric and magnetic field. So it will not experience electric force, it will not experience magnetic force, we will get 0 here. So if q 0, then it is 0. Tell me, what any other way? Any other way? Tell me any other way. I'm asking when net force can be 0. How many ways are there to make net force 0?
Sir,
Tell me how many ways we can make net force 0. I'm asking you people here to answer.
E bar is equal to negative of minus.
Sir,
Yes.
FE and FM are on opposite direction.
Very nice. This is correct here. See, Fe and Fm equal and opposite. Okay, that we will come. So second, you see that somebody telling, sir, Fe is equal to minus Fm. Fe equal to minus. Then also net force will be 0 or not? Tell me. Fe, Fm both exist, but they are equal and opposite. Fe value. See, Fe, Fm both exist, but here tell me, Fe and Fm both exist means what? E0 or E0 or non-zero? First you tell me. E0 or non-zero? Fe exists there. So E non-zero and B also non-zero na? Fm also exists na? Getting my point, everyone? Fm is E non-zero and B non-zero. You see. Then also Fm can. Then also net force can be 0. How? You see Fe, what you will write? Sir, Q into E vector. What is Fm? Minus, you will write that Q V cross B. What you will say that Q you will cancel. You will say, sir, E vector if equal to minus V cross B, I can get the net force 0. This is also condition or not? Yes or no? Here E and B must not be 0, na? E and B must not be 0, na? Yes or no?
yes,
If
yes,
zero,
sir.
Fe and Fm will not exist now. So here, even though if E not 0, B not 0, then also net force can be 0. And this concept we called velocity selector. We will discuss after some time separately this. This is called velocity selector. Important this. Velocity selector, you will find that more applications are there. Just I'm asking you, you see, if you think about this now, then question you will solve. If you mug up, if you try to mug up, you cannot answer the questions. This is very conceptual. It is not that you mug up one time, because they will confuse you. Question, they will not new type of question they will ask. Now tell me, one way that Q0, one way Fe and Fm equal and opposite, we got net force 0. Any other way? Any other way when FM net force can be 0? Yeah, answer me. Tell me.
Sir, both field 0, sir.
Both field 0. Very good. So this is also see. E0 means they separately. E0, I will write here. This is also a point. Think about it. E0. E0 then FE will be 0 or not? B0 means what? FM will be 0 or not? So this is also condition when
Yes,
FM will be 0. Acha, very good. Then tell me. Tell me any other way is there? Tell me any other way is there? Yaar. Acha, tell me everyone. Nonsense. Follow you not able to. E0 then FE will be 0 or not? Yes or no? If E0 FE will be 0 or not? If E0
Yes.
and velocity 0, then tell me then also net force will be 0 or not? Yes or no? E0
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
and velocity 0. Pagal, then why not thinking? This is also possible. Tell me if E0 and V and B are parallel. V and B are parallel means angle theta. Theta value is 0 degree. Then also net force can be 0 or not? Yes or no? Yes or no? Asking you. If V parallel to B, then tell me FM will be 0 or not? And FE will be 0 here. Tell me if E0 and V and B are anti-parallel, then also can be 0 or not? Yes or no? Theta 180 degree.
Yes, sir.
Possibilities you have to think, Yarana. I will write, then what you will mark up nonsense. Telling you the thing already in FM magnetic force we discussed how many ways FM can be 0. Here net force you have to both you have to consider. Electric magnetic. Now any other way is there? Anybody can tell any other way is there where FM where net force can be 0? Tell me. Now see, based on this, in your package, if you see section A, one question given and which many will not answer. But if you know this, you tell me if, given here particle pass without deflection in cross field. Then which of the following is possible? Which of the following possible? Okay, first option given E0 B0. Second option given E0 B0 0. Third option given E0 E non-zero and B non-zero, and fourth option given all of the above. Tell me which is correct here? Which is correct?
C.
All of the above.
Particle pass
All of
question.
these.
Particle pass without deflection in cross field. Which of the following is possible? Which of the following is possible? Tell me. You tell me. See now, just now discussed answer. E0 B0. Then also tell me E0 B0. Then also particle can pass without deflection and net force will be 0. Undeflected means what they ask.
Yes, sir.
Without deflection means what? That it net force should be 0. Net force should be 0. Now tell me net force 0 here. See, even though E0 B0, then also net force 0. Tell me E non-zero, E0 but B non-zero. Electric field 0 but magnetic field not 0. Maybe velocity 0 na. Is it necessary that magnetic field 0? Then only FM will be 0. Then only how many ways magnetic force can be 0? Tell me. How many ways FM can be 0? Velocity 0, angle 180 degree or
Neutral particle.
so that if electric field is 0, it is not necessary that magnetic field 0, then only F net will be 0. Even though magnetic field not 0 but velocity 0. Tell me QV cross B, out of this anyone is 0, then net force will be 0 or not? Yes or no? Magnetic force will be 0 or not?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
this question many will not understand, I know. Now telling you, and you may get in FT also same question. So here if electric field 0, magnetic field 0, definitely net force 0. Electric field 0, magnetic field not 0, then no problem. Maybe velocity 0, maybe angle 0, maybe angle 180 degree. Other possibilities also there. So E 0, B non-zero, then also net force can be 0. Tell me E non-zero, B non-zero, then also net force can be 0 or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
E non-zero, B non-zero. You know, suppose E also exists, B also exists, but Fe and Fm equal and opposite. If Fe and Fm equal and opposite, then also net force can be 0 or not? Yes or no? Understanding it? So all possibilities are here. All are correct. Your answer will be what? What answer? Answer will be what? All.
All of them.
How many of you understood this point? How many of you understood that net force can be 0 in many ways? Not only one way is there. Many ways of net can be 0. Yeah, little bit think about this. If you not think, then for you every option will be the answer. Here you have to think that I'm asking one mathematics question asking you. Tell me x into y into z equal to 0. Listen everyone. X into y into z equal to 0. Is it necessary that x only 0, then only x, y, z will be 0? Tell me.
No, sir.
No,
If
sir.
y 0, then also x, y, z can be 0 or not? Yes or no? If y 0, then
Yes,
also
sir.
x, y, z 0. If z 0, then also x, y, z 0 or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Same way you are telling V cross B. Magnetic force is what? V cross B, which is VB sine theta. V0, B0, theta 0, theta 180. In all way that magnetic force can be 0. Is it not that only magnetic field 0, then only magnetic force 0? Okay. So first note it down this everyone. Completed everyone? Right.
Yes, sir.
Properly right. Completed everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Completed, sir.
This question also completed. Question.
Yes, sir. Completed, sir.
Question also write down this. So this is about here Fnet. How many cases are there for Fnet to 0? Now next write down velocity selector. Right, velocity selector means what velocity you should select. See, meaning of velocity selector is what? What velocity you should select so that particle go without deflection. Suppose you want that particle should only move straight like this. So what velocity you should provide for this particle so that it move without deflection. So velocity you should provide in such a way that net force should be 0. Okay. So we'll see everyone here. Velocity selector is what? When we know F net is equal to Fe vector plus Fm vector. If F net equal to 0 and Fe and Fm both exist here, okay? In velocity selector, this keep in mind, B not 0 and E also not 0. both exist there, electric and magnetic force both exist, but net force 0. Particle move in straight line. So what is the condition for this, everybody? See, you know, Fe vector will be minus of Fm vector. Fe, you know, Q into E vector, Fm is what? Minus that Q into V cross B vector. See, everybody, don't write anything, just see. What you will get, tell me here, E vector is equal to minus V cross B. This is the condition for the velocity selector. Means electric field must be negative of V cross B here. Now tell me, if electric field negative of V cross B, so first you tell me, E vector perpendicular to V vector or not? Yes or no? E and V are perpendicular or not? Hello?
Yes, sir.
E perpendicular to V. It means E dot in velocity selector, these conditions should satisfy. Tell me, E perpendicular to B also or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
E dot B also equal to E perpendicular to V, E perpendicular to B. Now, this is one thing. Second thing here, just see after the line. If you see magnitude of this, magnitude, okay. So magnitude, what I will write here, E is equal to VB sine theta, magnitude. Now, what velocity you should select so that, tell me what velocity you should select so that particle move without deflection, without deflection. So E divided by B sine theta or not? Yes or no? If you select here particle velocity which is E by B sine theta, then suppose you have 20 particles. Listen to me, everyone. Suppose you have 20 particles and they are in cross field, electric and magnetic, both field are present. You want the two particles should move straight line. They should not deflect towards electric or magnetic. They should not deflect. So for those particles, how much velocity you should give? E divided by B sine theta. If this much velocity you will give, those particles will move a straight line, remaining will deflect. Is this clear to everyone? Velocity selector,
yes,
meaning what velocity you should select so that particle not deflect, particle move in a straight line. Now this is the second expression here, that at any angle theta. Here, you know, theta is angle between velocity and magnetic field here, V and B. In this one, special case is there. What is special case? See, special case here. Special case is what? If if theta 90 means if velocity perpendicular to magnetic field. Tell me, velocity perpendicular to magnetic field, then theta will be 90 or not? Yes or no?
90 degrees, sir.
Theta will be 90. Tell me, everyone, electric field already perpendicular to velocity. Electric field already perpendicular to magnetic field. If V and B also perpendicular, so tell me, all three are mutually perpendicular or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
All three are mutually
yes, sir.
perpendicular. Okay. If here is special case, if V perpendicular to B, then you will find, see, this is V, this is here E, and this here B. Now you will ask that why you have taken like this. Here I will tell first. First here you have to understand, if EVB, see, E already perpendicular to V, E already perpendicular to B, and now V and B also perpendicular. So tell me, all are mutually perpendicular or not? Yes or no? Here,
yes, sir.
a special case
Yes,
of
sir.
the selector. When all three are mutually perpendicular. First you all tell me, if all three are mutually perpendicular, put theta 90 here. What is the velocity value? What is the speed of the particle?
E by B, sir.
You will get here
E
B sine 90, which is equal to E divided by B. That is the speed here. So in cross field, if velocity and magnetic field also perpendicular, then particle speed how much you should give so that it move in straight line, that is E by B. Electric field magnetic field ratio, that is the speed of the particle here. Now you may think that why you have taken E here, you should take B here. I have written like this to satisfy this condition. E equal to minus V cross B. Tell me, everyone, what is V cross B value? V along the X I have taken. This is along the Z and this is along the Y. Tell me, what is V cross B? V cross B, you tell me, V cross B is minus J or not? Yes or no?
Minus J.
minus j and minus j plus or not? Tell me. Minus j minus will be plus j or not? Understanding?
Yes, sir.
See, I have satisfied this in vector form that E must be minus V cross B. All are mutually perpendicular. This is the magnitude form. Okay. Here see E vector must satisfy minus V cross B. I will write here see V along the V along the x direction I cap, B along the z direction means k cap, and this is here j cap. Tell me I cross k will be minus j or not? I cross k will be minus j or not?
Yes,
Tell me
sir.
minus will be plus or not? Will satisfy. Okay, so this here if E, V, B are mutually perpendicular, then directly velocity, if you give E by B, particle will move without deflection in cross field here. Okay, now this has application in mass spectrometer, this has application in J.J. Thomson experiment, this has application in Lorentz force. This has application in cyclotron. Okay, so just note it down this. After that we will discuss in velocity selector. First you have to understand B non-zero, E non-zero. Tell me particle move straight line or not? In velocity selector particle move straight line or not? Straight line without
Straight line.
deflection. Okay, note it down. Maximum question from here you'll get E by B. So when you will apply E by B, when E, V, B all perpendicular, then
Finished, sir.
this everybody completed.
Yes, sir.
Completed, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just 5 minutes more will take. Completed everybody?
Completed, sir.
Now here just few points you will write here. Write note. Write down note. By selecting a particular velocity, of a charge particle, by selecting a particular velocity of a charge particle, out of many charge particles, out of many charge particles comma, particle can move in straight line, without deflection, this phenomena called velocity selector. This phenomena called velocity selector. Next point. Application of velocity selector. First right here in mass spectrometer. This is spectrometer is one instrument, okay, that which is used to measure the mass of the ions charge particles, okay, very small mass here, okay. So in mass spectrometer application is there, a velocity selector. Next one, in J.J. Thomson experiment, in J.J. Thomson experiment, sorry, in J.J. Thomson, you write in J.J. Thomson, in J.J. No, yeah, right, by J.J. Thomson, in in calculation of charge by mass ratio, by J.J. Thomson in calculation of charge by mass ratio. It was earlier in syllabus, even though now in nuclei in modern physics 12th class it is there. J.J. Thomson this experiment charge by mass ratio, that we will discuss later, okay. So these are some that applications here that you can remember. Mainly is what, to select the charge particle here with particular velocity, so that particle move without deflection. This is the main purpose of this. Now 2 questions will ask you and then we'll finish up, okay. 2 questions now, whatever discussed till now you can answer it fast now. Tell me, and these questions that little logical, everybody will think and then we'll answer, huh? First one, listen to me, what I'm telling. If a charge particle at rest, I will write, huh? If a charge particle at rest does not experience net force, net force 0, then option 1, E may be 0 and B may be 0. These are the possible questions here, huh? E may be non-zero and B may be non-zero. E must be 0 and B must be 0. E must be 0 and B may or may not be 0. Can you tell me which is correct here? If a charge particle at rest does not experience,
Fourth option, sir.
properly think.
4, sir.
How many of you are getting 4th option in this? Properly read, everybody, huh? Not one telling then you telling. You should, if you are getting, then it means you have understood. Otherwise, problem hai. Properly read question. A charge particle at rest. At rest means what is 0? Tell me. At rest means what is 0?
Magnetic
Velocity 0. Velocity 0 means what is 0? Tell me. Velocity 0 means what is 0?
Acceleration.
Abey yaar, acceleration 0. Divya Prabha, that I'm talking about velocity.
Sir, electric.
Not understand.
Magnetic.
Nonsense follow. Net force, net velocity is different. You don't think of net velocity. Particle not experience net force. Particle at rest, it not experience net force. Rest means velocity 0. It's velocity 0. It's velocity 0. You tell me. It means what is 0?
FM.
FM 0. Velocity 0. So magnetic force 0 or not? Yes or no? Magnetic force 0.
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes,
tell
sir.
me, velocity 0, whether B 0 or non-zero, is there any effect, Ra? Is there any effect? Yeah, not understanding this. Yeah, nonsense. Tell me, x, y, z is 0. If x is 0, then whether y 0 or not 0, is there any problem here in this? If y
No.
0 or not 0,
No,
then
sir.
also it will be 0 or not. If velocity 0, Ra,
Yes, sir.
Fm already gone or not? Yes or no? Fm already gone 0 or not? Whether b
Yes, sir.
0 or non 0? You tell me b exists also, then what is
Zero.
the use? If b exists also, then also Fm 0 or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Understanding everybody? So tell me, if net force 0, in that already they're telling particle at rest. Particle at rest means Fm gone. So tell me now, Fm gone, Fe only left. In Fe, what should be 0? In Fe, what should be 0?
E, sir.
E, sir.
I am telling you that.
Zero, sir.
I repeat again, see, F net what ra? Fe plus Fm. Fe plus Fm. Fm is what ra? V cross B into Q. Charge particle is there, charge is there, charge is not 0, nonsense. Don't think that charge is 0. Here you see, step by step, charge particle is there, charge not 0. Rest means what is gone, tell me. Rest means tell me Fm gone or not. Now
Yes,
they
sir.
tell you that net force also 0. It means Fe must be 0 or not. F net
Yes,
is
sir.
F,
Yes, sir.
Fm 0, so Fe should be 0. In how that Fe can be 0? Fe contain what terms?
E
Fe
is 0.
Q or not?
E, sir.
Fe is Q into E. Q is not 0, so E must be 0 or E may be 0. Tell me, E must
Must be 0.
Must be zero.
must and may will confuse you. That here you should understand E must be 0, then only net force. If suppose E not 0, net force cannot be 0. Particle will accelerate. Particle will have net force because of electric force. So here that if net force 0, particle at rest, you should understand E must be 0, be 0, not matter, because already Fm gone to 0. How many of you clear with this point? How many of you understood, clearly understood that? Because if you think like this, then only questions you will solve. There are different type of question you will find. I'm trying to conceptually you should think of. Now note it down this first and write if anything that you have understood in front of the option that you, why it is 0, why. One more question here, last one. If a charge particle at rest does, or if a charge particle at rest, just right here, experience net force, little change did, okay, experience net force. Now net force, statement only they will give, F net and all they will not give. Then first option, all four options same, here, okay, all four options same, or okay, I will write different options here, okay, just wait. So net force not 0, then E may be 0 and B may be 0. E must, like that here will give you, okay, now, okay, E may be non-zero, B may be non-zero, E must be non-zero, okay, and B must be non-zero. Last one, E must be non-zero and B may or may not be 0. Tell me.
Fourth option, sir.
Option 4. Now they're telling here charge particle at rest experience net force. First you tell me charge particle at rest. Then which force is 0? Ra? Which force 0?
FM. FM.
FM.
Now
FM,
Fe
sir.
only can be the net force. Fe only the net force now. So tell me to exist Fe, what should be non-zero? What should be non-zero? Yaar?
E must be non-zero.
E must be non-zero.
Electric field must be non-zero. Be whether zero, non-zero, not matter at all. So answer will be fourth one. Like that question you will get a little conceptual these things. You have to understand and then write or think of all these. Last one, if particle, charge particle, if charge particle pass undeflected. Already this I have told you. Again one slide. Pass undeflected in electric and magnetic field region. Okay, pass undeflected. Directly write. Then first one, E0, B0, E non-zero, B non-zero, E0, E0, B not zero, and all. Tell me which option?
Fourth
All.
option.
All, sir.
Yeah. This year we completed your FTC. Only notes, read properly. 5-10 question from the package based on formulas 1, 2, 1, 2. Work out for this. Potentiometer, more questions you may get. And from these, that when F net 0, when F net not 0, little bit think of this here. That's all. Okay. Thank you. Those who completed can leave.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.